There are many research are happening across the board, and you'll find many data on the web. They are floating. There is one interesting data you will find. That is, what is the shyness? What is the shyness percentage in the world? Somewhere you'll get 30%. Somewhere you'll get, it was last year 80%. So just the recent data which I took from the web is almost 40% of the world population is having shyness, and 60% are not shy. Okay, so that is a great thing. But this shyness of 40%, how it's impacting our professional work? Is it a restrictive boundaries in our development and growth cycle? That we will see in the coming session now. So this is the statistics. Just to take away, there is a current shyness of around 40%. A screen is there right now in front of you. There are three identities you can see. On the right, a gentleman is doing an impressive talk with the team, correct? And once I see that, and any one of us when we see that, wish I could be an impressive speaker like him, correct? Second is, a lady is putting a lot of stickers on the wall and it's complete methodical presentation on a serious issue. Wish I could be a great presenter like her. When we see that. In the third diagram, you can see that wish I could lead like him. He's leading the team. So the one word is very common, one sentence is very common. Wish I could. So this wish I could is a positive statement. Even if you are a shy personality, wish I could is a positive note which opens the door to break the ice of shyness. So wish I could is the takeaway from this slide to move on in the session. Then suddenly you feel, but I cannot. There is something which is restricting you, but I cannot. If you can see the screen right now, shyness is a personality trait, not a physical one, and it can be overcome by building self-esteem. The idea is, for 2 minutes, forget this shyness word at all. Don't think of even shyness concept, okay? Keep it aside. If there is a meeting happening in your office, okay, are you participating? Are you adding value there? Or you are thinking that it's better I would have told this point in this meeting, correct? But you don't speak. So the point here is, this is not something which is you cannot overcome. Just build your self-esteem. Before building the self-esteem procedure, before discussing the methodology of building self-esteem in this regard, let's understand the blockers who are blocking the self-esteem within us, within me also, and within all of you. What are those blockers? And this list could be long, by the way. Who will stop us for participation? Who will stop us by expressing our thoughts? But do not worry. We will work on the solution for this, but at the same time, a glimpse of these blockers is mandatory to know. So what happens whenever we want to solve any problem, correct? So we list down first of all the list of the problems we make. The benefit of delivering the ideas, delivering the thoughts is your value idea could save your company with the great financial losses. Your one idea can save your company by making a great loss. If it is not expressed in time, company will lose, you will lose. So it's always good to speak up, express. And for this, if anything is restricting you, build up your self-esteem, be confident to speak up on that. Let's see the glimpse of these self-esteem blockers. First is, there will be many. If I give you a chance, you will put a list longer than what I am going to present right now. But it is good to know that knowledge resistance. Remove the knowledge resistance from our behavior. When clear facts are rejected, mind blocks new information, holding old beliefs despite evidence. We are not open to knowledge. And when you are not open to knowledge, you are not able to contribute the things correctly. You are rejecting the facts. You are closing the eyes. You only want to speak and you only want to listen what you know in the boundaries. And what happened because of that, in a meeting when the open discussions are happening, new knowledge fronts are open, you are completely biased by your old thoughts, your experiences, your ideas only. And you are not able to contribute at that point of time. So open up yourself in that scenario. You must open up. Break the boundaries of your knowledge, what you feel is the utmost or which is complete. Remember in the last session we said even if you know everything, still you may be knowing 1 or 2% only. So always keep the doors and windows open for that. So drop the concept of knowledge resistance from your personality. Second thing is self-labeling. What is that? We make something very convenient to us. Okay, it happens, by the way. It happens. Self-declaration we make are about personality. No one recognizes my opinion. So why should I speak? Correct? They don't give emphasis. My boss doesn't listen to me. Why should I go and give my opinion to him? And why should even I speak in the meeting? Why should even I tell my ideas to my colleagues? Because they do not recognize my opinions. Second is, if I do not speak, what will happen? This a question comes in your mind. And you also make reply to that self-question. Nothing will change even if I speak up. This attitude restricts you with a barrier in the participative management. And it reflects on your personality. Inferiority complex, lack of self-confidence. These things get built up within you. And we keep ignoring these factors in the human behavior. Inferiority complex when make you lack of self-confidence position, you never come to know. Not knowing the things is not a problem. But not admitting that I do not know this is a problem. Declare that you do not know the things. The time you say that you do not know the thing, the signal goes to your brain and your brain starts working to learn the things, because brain is very curious. This is a natural artificial intelligence available on the earth, which has an imbibed creativity since years and years. So the inferiority complex and lack of self-confidence is standing on the ground of ignorance. Make sure you acquire the information. And once you have the information, you will speak up definitely. Even if you are not speaking up, don't worry. We are going to go to the slides today. But these are some basic things which bring you to that shyness compartment. Slowly. Fear of mistakes. Somebody when does something, then only the results will come out. And if there are mistakes, it's okay. It doesn't make a difference. You will learn from your mistakes and you will improvise. Even if there is a mistake, correct? What will happen at the most? You will correct it next time, but in that, it's not a mistake. It's a one learning cycle more. Add that in your profile. Stand with that clearly. Do not be afraid of taking up the job. Do not be afraid of speaking up in the meetings, discussions, collaborations, with the fear of that you may do a mistake or you may commit a mistake. That fear is okay. That because we are sitting in a multi-billion negotiation for your company, your one sentence can trigger an alarm and the deal may not continue. Yes, at that time, that fear of mistake is okay, because you'll be more meticulous in negotiation skill at that point of time. But every second in the life, every word before speaking, if you have a fear, before everything doing anything, if you have a fear of doing mistakes, no, you have to deal with it. You have to address it. So that's the thing which need to be addressed. If it is happening repetitively, anything, you know that if there is a fear of making mistakes, personality, if you meet, you tell them anything, they will try to find 100 excuses not to do that job, because the lack of self-confidence is there. It happens with me also sometime in office when I'm trying to give this assignment to somebody and there is a fear of mistake in him. He will try to resist. At the end he will say, Nitin, I think I will not able to do it because I have a fear that I'll do a mistake in that or I'll not able to complete it. Then I have to sit with him. I have to explain the things to him and come up with a solution on that so that he can start working at least. Because you cannot lose the human resources. You are a precious human resource in your organization. And we cannot allow, he does not do like this, let him go in his way. No, it's not possible. Human resource has to be on board. Human resource should participate in the processes. So these points which we are talking self-esteem blockers, it is there for an individual also, as well as for all the leaders who are leading the premises, who are leading the organization, to ensure this kind of self-esteem blockers are removed from the campus and from the individuals. One more blocker, language barrier. It's okay. But there is, it works a lot. If that is the case, so cope up with that barrier. Work on that barrier. Learn the things. Try to establish a common channels. And we'll see how we can do that in the coming slides. As I said, there could be a long list of those self-esteem blockers. One solution is we accept all of them and we say that nothing can be done in this scenario now. What I am. But no. In the first slide, we had a positive note, wish I could. That wish I could is the path forward for a leader and for an individual. And that is very important. That is very, very important in a team to cultivate that culture. Wish I could achieve this. So what is the solution for that? What is the solution for that? And now the solutions what we are going to discuss, in coming slides. I am practicing it since my many years. And these are steps to build up the self-esteem, to remove your shyness, be a good speaker, be a good presenter, so that your organization get benefited, and before that you get benefited. Because if your knowledge is not distributed, if your knowledge is not presented well, probably that knowledge will go with you. And the community and society will not get benefit of it. So this must be presented very well. Okay, now let me share my first experience of public speaking. At the age of almost around 10 years, I was presenting to the audience, and almost in first paragraph I could able to complete, and not even complete exactly. I started shivering, fumbling, sweating, unwarranted body movements, hand twisting, and I get down from the stage, and I could not able to complete my public speaking. I could not able to complete it. Okay, it was at that point of time a complete failure. Then I talked to my father. My father talked to me on the same day night, and then he said, "Nitin, what happened exactly?" I said, "I could not able to complete it." You know what he said me? The two things what he said. Because the experience gives you a root cause analysis for anything, and that remains with me always. He said, "Nitin, see, when you were presenting that to the audience in your public speaking, and there were a good number of audience were there, the stuff which you are going to speak in front of them was not prepared by you. My father wrote it for me. And second thing is, even if I wrote for you, you did not learn it at the age of 10, you did not learn it. You just mugged up, okay, and you say reproduce, okay, remembering and reproducing. And because of that, when you saw the whole audience, you forgot. The things got evaporated. Because it was not written in your brain, it was just superficial, you are remembering it. And after that, what happened? These 2 points, I was too young to understand that point, but I slowly started practicing on that. I started writing my own script. Even if it is small, you write it. Whatever your best knowledge is there, try to read, but you write your own script. Try to remember the concepts, ideas before speaking. You know that in the meeting, there are bosses. When the leaders, I always use the word leader, which is most favorite word for me. When they are sitting in the meeting, they take some bullet points and they come with some bullet points and discuss, very focus on that point. They understand what to speak on those bullet points, because they have already got into the depth of those bullet points, headings, titles, subtitles. And then your expressions, then you are speaking with your knowledge and authority. So the point to take away here is that there is a huge homework required to be done to remove the shyness, to build the self-esteem, so that you could be a good speaker, you could be a good presenter. And basically presentation and speaking is not just something which is written. It is something what you speak with your knowledge. It is imbibed with the knowledge concept. And now how to do this? We are going to have a let's speak model, a journey from shyness to smile. I am practicing since childhood. I already explained you before we get into this slide. That's why I gave you the example where I started my journey. And we all have this journey in our life some or other time. We all have experienced this. It's only sharing the concept, sharing the knowledge, and sharing the information. So let's speak model, a journey from shyness to smile, is what exactly? And by the way, this is still I'm practicing. There are steps which I'm still practicing. The first step is write down the thoughts. And why should I write down my thoughts? In the school, grade 7, during examination, penicillin, the antibiotic, was a very lengthy portion. And everybody was telling that is very important from examination point of view. Grade 7 I'm talking. I was not able to understand it. I went to my teacher also, but I could not able to understand it. Then my friend said that, I said, I'm not understanding it. Can you explain me? He tried, but I could not. Then you know what he said? That Nitin, very easy way to get this. What is that? Write a chit. Take it to the examination hall. Cheating. Alarming, correct? But when you are under tremendous pressure, you can take a step out in these directions. What I did, I took a piece of paper. They said, when you take it to exam hall, it should be in a very small letters written, not be big, so you can easily copy it to your copy. I'm speaking in an international seminar this right now, okay? But let's understand the point that condition changes on the globe, but the concepts, somewhere they hit the points. I meticulously wrote the paragraph, this big paragraph, 8-10 line paragraphs. I wrote it completely from the book as it is. And a miracle happened. By the time I write it completely, as if that thing was written in my brain, because I was very meticulous while I writing. So because I should not do mistake, I should have reproduced exactly same in the examination hall. So it was a perfectly written when I wrote it on the piece of paper. I don't know how it happened with me, but I remembered it after that. As if it was not written in the paper, it was written in my brain. And this is how the concept of that idea of cheating came, and it got evaporated. But what is the science behind it? There is, see, when you look the things at a later date, when you become more aware about things, then you realize there is a function called motor function in the human body. Hand and brain, they are connected. They say when you are writing by hand, your visualization power increases. Your brain's more area become active to understand the subject. Visualization increases, more area of the brain start working. Motor function is responsible for that. So to build the self-esteem, the first step is most important thing is write down your thoughts. Still today, when I go for office meetings, Whatever bullet points are there to be not to miss in that meeting, I write down on a piece of paper. I discuss with my colleagues. I read some papers need to be studied for that, so that I am well read on that point. But I put still on the piece of paper. We take notes in our meetings also. So writing down the thoughts is very important as a first step to build the self-esteem, or to evaporate shyness and bring the smile. Be a good speaker. Write down your thoughts. What next? I'm talking now specifically that you are shy in speaking, you don't speak in the meetings, you avoid speaking, correct? Excuse me. You do not participate in the meeting, your bosses are telling you don't contribute, correct? And then you are worried, correct? So the point here is, second step is self-talk. And what is the self-talk? Start picking yourself in your own language. Don't worry, no specific language. Speak, just speak. Anywhere, anytime, without reading. Talk anything, any event, about your friends, give your opinions, office. This will ease out your personality to speak up on a subject. This will ease out, it will synchronize, it will create a good fabric of your thoughts to present. Present yourself. Talk to yourself. I do still. I still do. Because I try to see what I'm speaking is making a sense or not. Is my some sentence I have to speak after, or some sentence I have to speak before. This is all synchronization. But I'm just telling to start. Tell your family members that don't worry, you're listening me sometime, I'm talking to myself, okay? Talking to myself, okay? Self-talk. Do it for a few days and notice the change. You will be gaining the self-confidence, I'm sure. And research shows that positive self-talk can improve self-esteem, helps in stress management also. You may not like anything from the office, okay, speak up. No problems. Try to see the solutions also, but make sure that you make a positive self-talk. That is the point to take away in this case. Speak up. During my college days, I saw a gentleman. We came from the Hindi motherland background. So he studied his grade 12th up to in Hindi medium, and we came to the engineering college. It was an English medium, and that man had a difficulty in speaking. Okay, so I saw him when he was playing games, basketball. So he was speaking to himself. The point here is that talk to yourself. Keep speaking without reading, by the way. Anytime, anywhere. Express. Self-talk will create a feature called expression, fearless expression within yourself that you can speak. You cannot hide the facts with yourself. Now you are speaking. And you know that you are able to speak up on the subject. You have authority on the subject. So you are building up your blocks. What next now? This is self-talk. Do it. Start doing it. Now third is mirror talk. And why mirror talk? And how to do it? And what is the benefit of it? You are doing the self-talk up to before slide, stage 2. Step 2, you are speaking. Now Nitin wants to know that when Nitin speaks, how confident Nitin is, how he expresses himself. what authority he possesses during speaking. And they say the mirror never lies, correct? So mirror will be only your best friend to say you clearly what you are. You are shying, you are not able to meet eyes with yourself in mirror. Still shyness exists. And mirror will say, come on, try to talk about. Okay. So how it is? Stand in front of mirror. Feel happy and confident. Why feel happy and confident? Because now you have a couple of weeks or few weeks history with you that yes, I can speak by the self-talk. So you are confident. Well dressed. Make eye-to-eye contacts. Start self-talking to yourself. Speak as if you are speaking to the audience of thousands, or you are speaking in a meeting where 10 bureaucrats and 10 technocrats are sitting and you are presenting to them. No reading. Start with 30 seconds. Just few seconds. And then take it for 5 minutes. Take it more. Keep doing it for some days. And you will definitely feel proud for yourself. You will feel that, wow, I can do this. Once you are confident, now you are more than 70% ready. More than 70. And I'll tell you the reason why you are more than 70%, 60%. 60-70% is not that important, but you are majority, you are ready. And this mirror talk is SOS. Doctor writes na SOS. Panadol, paracetamols, SOS whenever you have fever, correct? So whenever you are feeling dull, lack of confidence, after 3 months, 4 months, anytime, anywhere, do a mirror talk. And that will bring you to an era, back to yourself that, no, I can do this. I can. I cannot is deleted. I can do this. The biggest benefit of that, when you do a mirror talk, it breaks $1 million question. Because when you make eye contact with yourself in mirror talk, and mirror never lies, the fear of what other things gets evaporated. You became so self-confident, you are not worried now. What other things, concepts gets evaporated. So that is a breaking the ice. A degree of self-confidence. A leader must possess the quality to speak with his team with authority, humbleness, politeness, and looking at them directly. Okay, you do this job. Okay, you can go there. You have seen the leaders. You have seen some bosses. They are not able to talk eye contact and they are passing on the instructions. And we see all this example around us. No. The eye-to-eye contact, self-confidence, degree of self-confidence, expressions, they all imbibe in mirror talk. You are evaporated with the concept of what other things is evaporated already. Because because when you have seen yourself in the mirror, you know how you look when you speak. You know how confident you are when you speak. You don't need any third-party certificate for that. No TPI certificate is required for that. And SOS, remember. This is step 3. Now, there was something which is what we saw in the up to slide 3. I said there is something extra we are going to add in the slide 4. What is that? Up to slide 3, writing by Nitin, self-talk by Nitin, mirror talk by Nitin. So it is Nitin versus Nitin always, or Nitin with Nitin, not versus, Nitin with Nitin always, correct? Now, start sharing your self-esteem, boost your self-esteem, put a turbocharger to your self-esteem by sharing with your family, friends, colleagues that what development you did in your personality, how you became expressive, how you are able to evaporate your shyness. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, discuss this point, express, and they will come to know, by the way, when you will start expressing the things, they will say, wow, Nitin has now, he speaks a lot, he expresses the things very well. He started speaking in the meetings. He started presenting his thoughts. So talk. So this is the stage 4 where you are now opening up yourself to the audiences. That is at family, that is at friends, that is in your office. Self-esteem has no boundaries. Self-esteem can be built up anywhere, where you're on the street, where you're in the office, you're in the cafeteria, no limit. I'm very good at office, but if you're not good at home, then what? No. It's, I said again, in the last session we said, work-life integration. So your personality has a one thread, very important, that you remain uniform as much as possible across the table. So that's why this is very important. This is very important to be expressive about your self-esteem development with your buddies around you. Start speaking, we discuss. Be a motivator by sharing your experience, because remember that in this period when you are speaking around you, there will be somebody like you who is also building up his self-esteem, correct? And right now, this is focus. This stage 4 is only focus for yourself. You are not looking for others. You are just looking for yourself right now. That I am coming up openly to the crowd in the public speaking, okay? So this is where you are expressing yourself in front of others. So this is the first gateway to expression in public area. Now what next? Make a self-promise. Non-speaker within me is dropped today. There's no non-speaker characteristics I have. And speaker within me is active now. I can present my thoughts. And I will practice and I will do it. If it is not there, I know how to do it now. And I will do it. Let's work for excellence and continuous excellence. But story does not stop here. Step 5. Wonderful picture from the recently the crops are ongoing in India. So the recent pictures I got from the agriculture fields. Support to another non-speaker. Collaborate. Because you have passed through this journey, correct? And you have grabbed the opportunity to build yourself. Now you can easily witness, you can easily identify who are shy around you. And what you should do for that? Collaboration. Collaboration for excellence. Create an opportunity to speak. Whenever you find any shy personality around you, create an opportunity so that they speak. Listen to them patiently. You know that in our first couple of slides, I said that there will be many blockers, self-esteem blockers will be there. In that, one of the blocker is that you have been never listened patiently by anybody. That's why you are shy. In our previous session, we talked active listener concept, correct? So listen to them patiently. This is one of the blocker for self-esteem. seek their opinion. This is another blocker for self-esteem. That means when you seek their opinion on anything, I want to change my specs. Where should I go? Very simple question. But when somebody who is a shy personality, he gives his opinion, he feels that his opinion matters. We saw that, correct? What will happen if I speak? Nobody will recognize me, correct? So seek their opinions and create another personality who is a speaker. In this slide, what you see, the personality is not you. You have motivated one at least to speak up. And in this journey, you learnt again more. What you missed in your journey of the self-esteem development, speaking up, creating a public speaking creation, expressing yourself, what you missed in that period, you learn during this period, because when you hear the experiences of others, opinions of others, you can build yourself more better way. So basically the steps to evaporate the shyness by building the self-esteem, which I am practicing and which management practice also telling, they are talking self-talks, they are talking mirror talks. These are the stages which you can adopt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In between, if required, go back to 2 and 3 if you need it for your support, for further excellence. Write down the thoughts, self-talk, mirror talk, family, friends, colleagues talk, and support to any other non-speaker or any shy personality. So this is a cycle for breaking the ice. What we can do exactly, this is if you look at this is the mission, let's speak, to motivate to speak up. And this is giving back to industry and society. Because when you give it back, you take it. You groom yourself every time. That is an objective. Look around who are shy to speak. Look within you, are you shy to speak? It could be me, you, or someone around us. Family, friends, colleagues, subordinate, boss, anybody, including yourself, including myself. So the journey starts with shyness, ends with smile. And not only smile, with the huge impetus on self-esteem. So it's a journey to achieve self-esteem, to be a good presenter, to be a good contributor, to be contributing lively, participating lively in all participative management across your profile. With this, I conclude my session.